Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and Happy New Year once again. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I said I would start a mom series this year. Like I will be bringing in mommies of one of two, those that have not even given birth. Today I have here my husband's twin wife. If you don't know, my husband is a twin, and this is his wife. Her name is Blessing. She also has a YouTube. She sings, so Blessings. I'll put it down there so you guys can visit our YouTube channel. You'll be blessed. So yeah, introduce yourself.
Hello guys, my name is Blessing and just like she said, I sing. I am mom of one and I'm happy to be here.
So this mom series is just to let people know about what motherhood is, what they did not tell you about. I mean, a lot of us just entered it, not like we were basically prepared for it. A lot of us it just happened, and then we just had to like adjust in between. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. They are like random questions. They'll be like back to back. Don't think about it too much. Just give me the answers as it comes. No, they reason them too much.
Okay.
Do you compare yourself with other moms?
Well, I'd say I used to because I felt like pregnancy is like a general thing for everyone out there, like every woman out there. So I felt, oh, if I can go through this phase, that's definitely what the other mom or what the other lady is also going through. So, and at a point, I've come to realize now that our bodies are different. The way we react to things, our hormones, and all of that, they are not the same. So right now, I don't compare myself with other moms.
So the second question: did becoming a mother it change your friendship zone?
No, honestly, because I don't really have friends. I only have few friends. So I'll say no.
So you still have the same set of friends that you had?
Yes, when I was single, when I got married, and even now that I'm a mom.
Okay. Are you a typical African mom?
Of course.
Are you doing gentle parents?
Gentle neighbor?
Don't go there. Don't go there. And
I
I'm
have
British.
No, I have a baby boy, so I have to shout. I have to scream. I just have to be the typical African mom. So no to gentle parenting for me.
No, don't shout, baby. Don't shout.
Neighbor, it doesn't work for me.
Do you want more kids?
Well, maybe after 5 years, honestly.
5?
Yes.
You don't want junior, like you don't want your baby to have a baby?
No, please. I'm not ready.
Okay, all right. So I'll be asking her about I know this is one thing that this is one of the major reasons why I'm doing this video, to like let people know what pregnancy is about, right? I know a lot of people make it seem as if it's very hard. Yes, so there are different dimensions. It can be very hard, it can be very simple. It is you that will determine how it will go. Like your body will tell you how to go. I mean, you can't say it to be simple and then it can become hard. It can be hard and it can be simple. So I want you to like tell us your experience, your pregnancy experience, as 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 detailed as you can go. Your pregnancy experience.
Okay. I remember the first time I had like my pregnancy test, and I was like, it can't be. And I didn't even know I was pregnant until after a month, because I used to stay with my sister-in-law and we usually do our period at the same time. So she did hers and I didn't see I was like, what is happening, God? So I felt reluctant to take the pregnancy test. I just felt like, oh, maybe my cycle is just changing, or but I was doing the do with my husband.
So well, expected.
So when I took the test, oh God, I cried like a baby because I wasn't expecting to be pregnant at that time. We just came into the country.
Okay.
So it was just too sudden, like I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
So when I did the test, I cried. I took the test to my husband and I showed him, and I was like, it has happened, it has happened. There's nothing you can do.
Was it scared? Like was it shocked?
You know, guys, like they tend to bottle up their emotions. Yeah, so I really don't know what, maybe when he got to work or after we had a conversation, maybe he thought about it, that, oh, how are we going to do this? But at that time it was like, oh, don't worry,
you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
That happened.
And he also told his cousin She's my sister-in-law, and she was like, "Oh, it's nothing." Then she shared her experience with me. It's not something that is hard, but it's hard. You don't let them lie to you. Motherhood is very hard. So my first trimester it was not too bad. It was just there. I remember I had like a terrible flu. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. Then towards my second trimester, I became more energetic.
Yeah,
I
I think
could.
it's something that happens generally because
Yeah.
during your first trimester, I think your body is just trying to like adjust to the
Yeah. Yeah.
new
Yeah.
thing that is happening, and then second trimester, you're like off it like
Yeah.
4 weeks after.
During my first trimester, I could not eat chicken. As in, anytime I smell chicken in my house, oh God. As in,
Very
I
bad.
get very, very angry. It just spoils my mood. I don't know. I just started eating chicken after I had my baby. I didn't eat chicken throughout my pregnancy because it was just like
So it was not just a first trimester thing. It happened in your second, and you're like all through.
I hated chicken. I hated chicken.
Chicken.
So during my second trimester, it was more relaxing. I became more energetic. I was going to work. You know, I love my space being tidy, neat, and all of that. Then towards the third trimester, you know, I became more heavy. I couldn't, like my husband would say, the way I used to walk.
Like penguin, you're wobbling.
Yeah, so and then the sleeping pattern also too. So during I didn't, you know, they usually say, oh, during your first trimester, you have morning sickness, you vomit, you this. I started having the flu and not having appetite.
Yeah.
I didn't vomit. I didn't. But you see, towards in between my second and my third, oh God, anytime I go to the bathroom to brush my teeth, I'm always scared because I throw up.
Wow.
So that's just the experience. It wasn't bad, honestly, but during my third, that was when I now had like a complication.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying as much as possible not to scare, because I know that somebody here might be watching and the person is probably pregnant, or the person is preparing to be pregnant, and then I'm trying as much as possible not to scare you. It's good to hear things that are happening so that you can at least prepare your mind, because I think that it helps a lot. Because for me, one thing that helped me was the fact that I watched a lot of YouTube videos. Like I have people that I watch on YouTube, and then I already saw them talking about their experience. And I'm like, hey God, this is what I'm going to experience. So like I kind of like prepared myself for the worst. You said in your third trimester I had complications.
Yeah.
So we are now diving into your labor, your delivery. So tell us about from that part of your third trimester when you were like full term or almost full term and through labor and through delivery.
So I think I was 35 weeks when I had my complication. I had preeclampsia. I've been fine all through the first, second, and even most of the third. So it was during the like the last part. How did they call it?
Yeah.
I just went for my normal antenatal checks, and the nurse was like, "Oh, you have a high blood pressure." I was like, high blood pressure. And the funniest part is I've been praying about, there's this confession I usually take, I will not have preeclampsia, I will not have this, I will not have that.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know what preeclampsia was, honestly. I didn't know, but I usually just take that confession that I will not have preeclampsia. So when I just went for my normal checkup, and she was like, oh, you have a protein in your urine, your high blood pressure is high. I was like, okay.
What do we do?
Then she said, oh, I have to send you to like the main site for them to do like a proper checkup.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening? She said, oh, we just need to be sure that everything is fine with you. And then,
but were you scared at this point when they were saying they were going to refer you to the main hospital?
Because she didn't really tell me much about the condition.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that was preeclampsia, honestly. So until I got to the hospital and the nurses were like, oh, we have to put you on, what's this thing?
Bed rest, beep?
No, ECG or something. This thing that they
that they would
so
check the
baby. They
did
all the OCRN, they took my urine, they did my high blood pressure like maybe 6 times, honestly, just to be sure that.
So they know what to say.
Yeah. So, and then they came back. Okay, so they took the what's it called? The results back to the doctors, one of the doctors. So the doctor came and then he explained what preeclampsia is or was. So when it now occurred to me that so this we not have preeclampsia that have been saying.
It's serious thing.
Hey God. And then he now said, oh, sometimes is like, I don't know how to put it now. he was like, if it's not too serious, then we don't have to like, induce
Admit,
you
okay,
or
okay.
admit you.
Yeah.
But if it's something that we really need to, if it's going to affect the
Baby,
baby,
yeah.
then we have to like, induce you. So that same day, they referred me back to a specialist and they did like the normal scan.
Yeah.
And the specialist was like, oh, your baby's not getting enough blood.
At this
That
point,
was when he now dawned on me that, okay,
how many weeks
this
were
thing is
you?
getting serious.
Were you still
35, yeah,
35? Okay.
35 weeks. It was that same day, oh, that same day, as in,
Also, that's the day you went from your GP to your main hospital.
honestly,
Wow.
it was that same day. So she was like, oh, I have to admit you. I was like, you cannot admit me because I've not done my baby's photo shoot. She was like, oh, that she's really serious, that this condition is not something we can joke with, because if I go home,
Anything could happen. Yeah.
so what she did, she now sent me back to the doctor. So they gave me some medications to go on with. Then I started using the medication, and I think after like 3 days, they told me to come back to the hospital. Then I went, it was still the same. Like now the high blood pressure was had gone higher. So she was like, listen, we have to admit you today. I have to admit you. You cannot admit me today.
And were you ready? Like, were you ready to get to like? Were you ready to welcome the child? Like, were you?
No, I have not even done my photo shoots.
Like, the nursery and all those things that you already had baby clothing.
No, because okay, what happened again? So she that was when she now told me that, oh, your baby is very small.
Okay.
And me, I already bought, because my sister-in-law told me, oh, don't buy 0 to 3 months, buy from 3 to 6, so that mama bambe. I didn't buy any first size. I did not buy anything. I was size is more a big baby. You get thinking that the baby is going to be a big baby.
Yeah.
So when she told me, okay, the baby is very small and is not getting enough blood supply, and no diaper, no, I have to buy another clothes.
Yeah. But I think they do like pretend they do baby very small sizes.
Yeah.
You've taken us through what happened in your first, second, and third trimester, how you found out you were pregnant and all of that. So now, and then you mentioned that you had preeclampsia at 5 weeks, and they had to admit you, right? So I want you to take us through what happened when you got admitted. How long were you in the hospital for? When did your baby come? How was the whole hospital experience?
So I was there for about a month. Yeah. The first week, I was just there for them to monitor my vitals and all of that. So I think I had my baby at 36 weeks, 2 days. Yeah. So the doctor was like, Blessing, we have to induce you. I was like, you also need induce it by Allah. Because I felt, oh, I'm going to have like the normal vagina delivery. Let me even see what these people have been saying. I was induced. Let's say I was induced on Monday. Was it Monday? Yes. Okay, so I wanted my baby to come on a Sunday.
All these people that used to have. Okay, it works for some people though. There are some people that will tell you that I want my baby to come on my husband's birthday. Some people say that I want my baby to come by this day. You people have money.
No, because maybe I wanted to fall on my husband's birthday, because my husband is not born in August.
Yeah.
So I just wanted it to be on a Sunday, so that the naming ceremony is also going to fall on a Sunday, so that we don't have to like spend. So I wanted it to come on a Sunday. I was induced on Saturday morning, thinking, oh, before Saturday night, maybe more baby. Shocker of my life. After 24 hours of induction.
And then I think, did you go through the entire, I think induction is, they will do like 3 times to put that gel in. Was that how we happened?
I think my one was just once. Yeah, it was just once. I think, no, the nurses came and they did one, I don't even know, I can't even remember, Then the doctor now did the tablet. So After 24 hours, and they already explained like how the process would be like, oh, when we break your water, then after when you reach 10 centimeter or 10 centimeter, then we can take you to the theater to have your baby, blah 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 blah. After 24 hours, hey, I was still in 2 centimeter. And the doctors were like, oh, Blessing, we're still going to monitor you. Monitor me. After 24 hours, you already broke my water, and God, the baby is not out. And then, so was it after 24 hours I started feeling the labor pain? Let them lie to you. Labor pain is crazy. God, is I don't want to say hell on earth. That experience is crazy.
Even thinking and remembering it now
is crazy. They gave me this what's it called?
Is it that laughing gas? Is it that they said that will
That
release
is
your pain?
rubbish.
It wasn't released.
It didn't even work. Don't let us lie.
For me, what happened was immediately I took it in. I threw up, like it was so bad. My system didn't even take it. I took it after inhaling the gas for a while. I like spoiled my entire system.
That thing doesn't work. That thing is it's just there for decoration, honestly. It didn't work.
I don't know, maybe there are people that probably maybe if they don't experience so much pain in labor, maybe it works for them.
It didn't work for me, that thing didn't work for me. So after taking all through that Saturday, let's say now Sunday, like the middle of the night, Saturday stroke Sunday. So I was like in serious pain. This baby is not out. I was already worried that what's happening. And at a time, one of the doctors came and said, oh, Blessing, because this pain is too much, you want us to give you epidural? I was like, oh no, I don't want. I've read about this side effect. I was still trying to say, oh, I want to be strong for my baby. Hey, in the morning, bye. I was the one that called Dr. Boyejo. Give me a epidural.
But at that morning, how many centimeters? They check how many centimeters?
2.
You were still 2.
2. I was still 2. It was that bad.
I already explained that pain at 2.
I was still in 2 centimeter and I already got to the epidural. So now the pain stopped. I wasn't feeling any pain. I could talk. I could eat. So then in the morning, when the other nurses came or other midwives came, they were like, oh, Blessing, we still have to examine you. At this point, I was already getting angry that, what do you mean? It's over 24 hours now and you're saying, oh, you still want to examine me because you want me to have like a normal vaginal bed. Okay, I'm still in 22 centimeter and I'm still going to 10 centimeter. So one of the nurses said, okay, let's just give it maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, then I'll come back. Yeah. And when she came, she was like, I don't even know what happened. Within 10 to 15 minutes, she already called the doctors, the surgeons, everybody. They just moved me to the theater, like the surgery room.
Did they say what happened? Did they say why they were moving you?
Because it's over.
Okay, and they had broken your water.
Yeah, they've broken the water, and now it could lead to maybe infection yes. Immediately she moved me to the theater, and within 30 minutes the baby was out. So I was like, what were you now stressing me before? Like maybe 10 to 15 minutes, they moved me to one recovery room, and they were like, oh, we just have to like monitor you. Then they showed me how to place the baby during breastfeeding. Then I requested for water, they gave me water. That same night I ate.
like I always say, your experience, whatever we experience might not be what you experience, right? But it just gives you a picture of it could be anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you would also have to like explain how things goes or how things will go for you. So it's don't fully rely on what we say. We are just saying these things to just make you. We're just saying these things to just make you have like an idea of what's going to happen. So now, take us through postpartum briefly. Like, I mean, for you, I mean, postpartum would have started when you were in the hospital.
Of course.
Yeah. So just take us through postpartum. That would be like the first month after you gave birth.
Yeah, so my postpartum started
And did you
in
like, sorry, did you have support, any support system like
yeah,
during
yeah,
postpartum?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it started in the hospital because they didn't allow me go home. They were like, "Oh, we still have to monitor you and all of that." So I was there for another 2 weeks. Yeah, another 2 weeks. So they were just monitoring my vitals, like my blood pressure, my urine, my this, my that. So at some point, the infection that they already did like a test to know that there's no infection after they broke my water.
Yeah.
So the infection that I was trying to avoid, I now had it when I had my baby.
Wow.
The doctors in that ward, they were on my matter because I had issues with my vein.
Oh
They
yeah,
had
yeah.
to use they had to
I
use
remember that. I think they even had to like give you your
yes, now
leg. They
my
had to
leg,
find
it was
yeah.
that bad. So anytime they say, "Oh, blessing, we are coming to take your blood," I'm always scared. Oh God, not today, not now, because to draw blood from my vein is like a serious work. So is either they use this ultrasound or
Find it.
they
Ah,
wait for the perfect person that can do it. So I had infection, and they now had to start another treatment again. Ah God, it was not easy, honestly. It was not easy. And people that usually say, "Oh, CS mom, they are lazy."
ah.
Well, don't let me throw you stone from here because hmm, I had my baby at night. The following morning, this nurse is already saying, "Oh, blessings, oh yeah, stand up and start walking.
Ah, yeah, that's what they do.
Stand up and start walking, bawo."
Yeah, I think they just want to make sure that you're
Ah,
moving,
they
you're
were
able
like,
to
"Oh,
move.
we're just trying to help you." I said,
Yeah.
"Help me, you are not helping me
And
because
I see pain
I'm
all
still
through.
in pain. I can't even go to.
I remember
If I
I
want to pee, I'm always scared.
scared,
Oh
yeah.
God, how will I sit down? How will I even walk to the bathroom?
And they'll make
Please,
sure you go there. Like
yeah,
they'll
with no
you have
support.
to
My husband was even trying to help me. He was trying to hold my hands, and the nurses were like, "Oh, leave her, let her." Ebuwo. And it really helped me because my husband has been with me for about 3 weeks. So he had to now
go back
resume
to work.
work. So I just had to, they used to say
Sharagi.
sharajo, abi sharagi.
Yeah.
So I had to be strong for myself and for my baby because my baby was not even with me. It was in the NICU. So
Yeah.
I had to be strong because I have to go there to breastfeed him and just to spend some time with him. So then I started working. I started doing things by myself, like um trying to get on the bed, trying to go to the bathroom, trying to go get my food, not waiting for them to like um come to me to ask, "Oh, what would you like to have for breakfast?" Blah 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 blah. So I started doing those things, and after like 3 or 5 days, they were like, "Oh, we have to now remove your stitches." I was like, Kobati, they were like, "Oh, don't worry, that when we remove it, you see that it has healed up." And to the glory of God, when they removed it, I didn't even I could not even see the traces of where I had a cut. So thanks to the doctors in this country, like they're super super amazing. When the whole drama now started that they did not want me to go home. Please, why are you still keeping me? You said you have done this, you have done that. Okay, we've treated the infection. Okay, let me go. They said, "Oh no, we cannot release you." Why? Because your high blood pressure is still. Maybe you be sending somebody to come and.
Check, maybe help to sit or something.
Then at this point, my husband was already getting frustrated because he has to come to the hospital in the morning to drop food, then go to work, then come back, check me and the baby, then go home. So
President General.
it was a serious one. So the ward manager now said she's a Ghanaian. She was like, "Oh, that's blessing. I really understand your frustration, but I'll do." She said she'll do her best to get me out of the hospital that week. So she started processing my papers. The doctor that was supposed to attend to me was just, these doctors now, they have other people to attend to. So she just called one of the doctors, okay, please, can you just attend to Blessing? She needs to live here so that I need like a fresh air. So she processed my paper. She called the doctors to give me some medications that I'll be fine. So that day she released me and I went home. When I got home, I didn't know where babies like they don't sleep. The way they react to things, you don't even know what to do. You don't. God, if my baby is crying, I'll be crying. Oh God, I don't know what this baby wants. Nobody will. I don't have anybody. My husband has gone to work. Just me and the baby. But thank God for me, her husband, my husband's twin, was around. So it was really helpful. Sometimes you just tell me, oh yeah, my baby. So then we now had to process my mother-in-law's visa. Then she came, then I started doing sick bada. I went to work. Yeah, so honestly you cannot really remember the experience.
Child comes that you forget. It is true. Regardless, I don't know, but I mean, this is so. But you won't be able to. It's in that moment you'll be able to like give the entire story, but a year down, 2 years down the line, you just bit and pieces.
Yeah,
You'll be able to like
I
give
can't
full
remember.
story of how it has gone. So thank you for being on our channel today.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being our first, our first mother in this motherhood series. And thank you for the experience that you've shared. And I hope that you guys, one way or the other, you've taken one or two things from here. And so I want you to, are there like any, if you would give someone, let's say like your sister, or if you had a twin, just one advice about pregnancy and motherhood, what would it be?
So that advice would be just take it easy, honestly, because I forgot to mention that I had postpartum depression. Like I was depressed for a very long time. You have to like be happy for your baby. If you're not happy, it's going to affect the baby. So you just have to just take it easy. As in, you see this motherhood thing, they finish. Like the journey is very far.
You're just starting.
One step at a time. Just do whatever you can do. And then I'll be like, oh, I want to wash plates. I want to clean the house. I want to wash the bathroom. Take time to recover. One step at a time. You don't have to rush. If you need help, ask for it. That I can't do this. Don't reject help. Even if you don't like it,
how they are doing it,
just receive it, because you need to be strong. You need all the energy, like to go through the whole process. So ask for help, and always pray, honestly, because you see this motherhood thing. If he craze, I mean, I don't even know what to say. If he craze. So just always pray that God should help you, because sometimes you don't even know what the baby wants. So
finally, I want you to like give advice to fathers or fathers to you. Like, what would you say to them?
So I have a lot to say to you people.
Just one.
If you're watching me. So the thing is, no matter how much your wife tries to explain to you, you'll never understand. One advice I'll just give to fathers is that just be a kind person. Like, even if you don't understand the pain, even God pay, you don't know what to do. Even if the wife is saying, oh, I don't want this, give her everything. Just be there. Like, let her know that, okay, we're in this together. Like, because carrying pregnancy for 9 months, then having to deal with like is a lot. So just be there. Like, just be there to support your wife. Be there mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. All Ali, just be there. Just be there. Just be a kind person.
Alright, thank you guys for watching today's video, and please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment if you have any questions. So I'll be tagging her here, because she has a YouTube channel, so I'm tagging her here. So if you have any questions if you need any clarity on anything, please do let me know. Drop it down in the comment section, and see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.